And then عرف بدعة فسق المجاهري, to let people know about a mubtadi'. And I'll say about this is true. من أعان مبتدعا فقد أعان على هدم الدين. Whoever helps a mubtadi' has helped to destroy this religion. Bid'ah is one of the most serious transgressions in the deen. It really is. The mubtadi'un will not drink from the hawd of the Prophet, and we don't want to be from them. But there are many people who make masail, questions that are mukhtalif fiha, that there's difference of opinion about them, and they'll say this is a mubtadi'. That is not right. That is wrong to do that, because everybody who has justifiable mujtahidun that have given their proofs and their opinions about things, we have to respect those. Mawlid is mukhtalif fihi, there's a difference of opinion about it. Now what goes on is another matter. There are things in many of the ulama, like Ibn al-Hajj mentions, there are many bid'ah that go on in the Mawlid, and people should avoid them because of so many bid'ah. But the actual act of Mawlid, now in a country that makes war on the Mawlid, they're celebrating the 100th anniversary of the birth of that nation. Right now. They're celebrating, it's everywhere, I was just there. It's everywhere. The celebration of the birth of a nation. And when I came on the airplane, I'm telling you, this film was as close as you get to shirk. I mean, it was unbelievable. They had a film, and it showed first a desert scene, and it said, from the depths of the Arabian Peninsula came a man with a great vision, a man of the greatest character, a character of nobility and honor, a man of lineage, a man of truth and sincerity. And you're waiting to say the messenger of Allah. It was King Abd-Allah. I'm serious. Right? And I'm not saying anything bad about it. I don't know the man. I didn't know him, anything like that. But when you want to talk about what came out of the Arabian Peninsula, get your coordinates right. Right? Seriously, it wasn't in Najd. It was in Mecca and Medina. That's what's great about that place. Really. And I told somebody, I said, listen, if it wasn't for Mecca and Medina, not a soul on this planet would be here other than Bani Harb and Bani Kalb and Bani Tamim. And seriously, no, who would go there? Alexander the Great got to the doors of the Arabian Peninsula. He said, forget it, let's go back to Egypt. Right? Seriously. Herodotus said, nobody's ever wanted to conquer that place. And that's a secret. Allah made it a place that was unbearable, because the one who could bear the greatest trust would come from that unbearable place. The messenger of Allah would come from that place. And that's why it's great. And look what Ibn Abi Jamrah said. One of the most beautiful things I've ever read about the messenger of Allah, in Ibn Abi Jamrah's commentary on Sahih Bukhari. He said, one of the greatest wisdoms of the hijrah is that had the messenger of Allah never left Mecca, people would think that Mecca was honored before the Prophet ﷺ because of Abraham. And they wouldn't see that the deep honor that the messenger of Allah had just by his very being. And this is why he said Medina, a place that had no honor before the messenger of Allah made hijrah. So when he went there, it was a proof that the haram became a haram, because just like Abraham made Mecca a haram, alayhi salam, our Prophet ﷺ made Medina a haram. And then he said, even more so than that, the most honored place in the whole city was the masjid, because that's the place he spent the most time. And the most honored place in the masjid was the Rawda, because it was between his house and the mihrab, and he spent more time walking between those two places than any other place in the masjid. And the most sacred place in the entire universe, by ijma', according to Qadri Iyad in the Shifa, is the place that contains the blessed body of our Messenger of Allah. That is ijma', mujma' alayh. And it's a rawda. It's a rawda min riyad al-jannah. It's in paradise. That place is in paradise. So what I would just say is beware, of mukhtalifi. If it is a valid difference of opinion, and valid means rightly guided imams have differed in it, like photography. Rightly guided imams have said it's haram, and rightly guided imams have said it's permissible, it's mubah, depending on what's in it, of course. Right? So that's a difference of opinion. If you don't like it, don't use it. But don't condemn other people. And there is a permissibility of calling people to the more cautious position, but you do it with lutf and a recognition that if they don't respond to it, you can't condemn them because it's mukhtalaf fihi. وَالْخُرُوجْ عَنَ الْخِلَافِ مُسْتَحَب. To get out of khilaf is mustahab according to the qawaid al-fiqhiyah. So if that's all you learn tonight, I'm telling you, that is, utilizing this qaida can unite this ummah, right? Really.